Hi guys, I'm back to another GGF mod video. Now today we're going to do a quick look at our latest build we've completed. Now this build is for Zotac for their 2017 CES booth. We recently got in contact with Zotac when we were after support for another build we're doing for CES for the Thermaltake booth. And then Zotac offered if we wanted to do a build for them, and we said, yeah, sure, why not? So this is the build here. The main build is focused around their brand new Thermaltake slash Zotac Arcticstorm 10th anniversary video card. So this is it here. If you haven't seen the unboxing we did on and you're interested in this card, check it out. It is a monster. It does weigh like 2 kilos, so it's a beast of the card. So when they first said the build is based around this card, I didn't have too many colors to go by. I sort of had these sort of colors and of course the Zotac yellow. So I sort of went from there, and definitely the main focus was the video card. So that's why I went with the Thermaltake View 27. I thought there's not many other cases out there that's really going to showcase this card. Now I don't have the side panel on, only because the side panel is a little bit rough getting it on and off because it's this angled design. It needs to clip in here, it needs to clip in here and on the side. So I have painted this whole case myself. It does have a few coats of 2-pack clear. It is really strong, but it does sort of leave a few scuffs. Like even the paint job from Thermaltake, it was leaving a few little marks. I'm trying to leave the side panel off as much as possible, but I'll show you the side panel here. I've gone with a metallic charcoal. I actually painted this whole case first in like a stainless steel finish. I really didn't like it. It was a bit blotchy, so I scrapped all that, redid it again with this stainless, this metallic charcoal, and I think it actually came up pretty good. It's not the right sort of gray for the Zotac, but I think it contrasts quite well, having a darker sort of gray color, and then the Zotac sort of text is more of a gray, and then of course the O is their yellow. So I can't take credit for all the panel work inside. I did get this area laser cut only because I wanted their logo absolutely perfect. So I got this bit laser cut, and then I used the inverse bit for the side panel. So if they want to put the side panel on, you've still got the Zotac sticking out there. And if they take it off, they've got this sort of embossed Zotac there. So they don't have to, they won't have one logo showing and one not. They'll have both logos each way they do it. All right, so moving on to some of the other areas. Of course, this is sponsored by Thermaltake, so they provided the View 27 case. Really nice case, great for showing off this card. Thermaltake fittings, and of course we've gone with the Thermaltake opaque C1000 yellow coolant. Really vibrant, and it stands out really nice. Now we've gone with an ASRock. This is a H170 Hyper Pro 4 motherboard. It is all white normally. I have done a bit of a painting on the heat sinks there, done it a bit grey to match the rest of the build and blend it in a bit more. And moving on to some of the other areas, I've gone with some standard HyperX Savage DDR4 RAM. I think that blended in nicely with the build. I've also gone with one of our screens. Now I couldn't do a professional build for a company without doing a little screen. So this little screen up here, I've made a custom sensor panel, but they don't have to use that. They can put a video on, they can fire up their Zotac Firestorm, whatever they like. It's just something to save them having to hook up a separate screen. They can put some promo gear on there. Around the back has a 120 gig HyperX SSD as well. The CPU in this, it's nothing too crash off, it's just a 6600K. I did have to sort of find a lot of this gear myself, so I wasn't going to throw in sort of an i7 and all that, but then the main purpose is just to show off this monster video card. And then with the sort of the layout of the tube runs, I wanted to do something a little bit funky with putting some pass-throughs down the bottom, so you can see that 1, 2, 3 and the res goes straight through to the bottom. And then in the basement area, I've got a D5 pump, and that gets all connected that way. And also with this paneling, it is just black standard matte acrylic, but I did sand it in a certain way that brings out a brushed aluminium effect. If you just keep on sanding it in sort of an arch curve, it brings out this really nice effect. So that was the first time I did that, and I was quite happy with how that turned out. Now, as for fan wise, I've gone with the Thermaltake ring fans. They are the white ones, not the RGB. I just wanted a nice color scheme going with the yellow and the white fans. Now moving on to sleeve cables, I'm pretty sure they're just some ones I had floating around. I think they're just from PC Case Gear, and they happen to match perfectly with the build. On the front, completely left the standard sort of tempered acrylic look there, and when the fans light up, I'll fire it up in a tick, you'll see the ring LEDs light up. Now on the back, I didn't want to make sort of this 10th year anniversary sort of the main focus on the front. I wanted to keep it quite subtle and keep all the attention onto the video card, because as you can see, the first look at this, you're sort of blown away and impacted by the video card. Now bear in mind, this is RGB as well. This lights up. It's just a shame that when I select the yellow from the RGB selection, it doesn't quite look yellow. It looks a little bit greenish. And then when I select the white, it sort of looks a little bit bluish. So I'm not sure, but I'll leave that up to the Zotac guys, because they will be keeping this build afterwards, so they can do what they want with that. Yeah, so going back onto the back, I just wanted to keep something sort of, if this is at a booth and the table is in the middle somewhere, you can get a 360 view. And instead of just having this bit of dust on there, instead of actually just having a standard black back, I wanted to sort of bring out some nice contrast and really advertise the 10 amazing years and the 10-year anniversary. That's sort of their logo. And then I put a built by GGF on there just for a little bit of credit there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. I was pretty happy to do this build for Zotac. I haven't really done too many builds for any international companies. Zotac doesn't really have much presence here in Australia, so that was a good opportunity. The other build I'm doing that has the Zotac cards is you've probably seen the Thermaltake Tower 900 build. I have been invited to CES to showcase that build, so they will have two 1080 Arcticstorms, and I'll be doing a preview video of all the hardware for that build before I start the build, and I'll do a final mod video on that build as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it on this build. I want to thank Zotac for working with me. I want to thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for next time.